Fed up of Timberborn double entendres? Well, join me as I go hard in Big Beaver and keep my beaver moist. So, we're doing quite well at the end of last episode. Let's actually take the pause off. We were surviving the droughts. We were getting stuff built. We are working towards having our dam formed and getting the bad water shipped away when we need it. I think there is a problem, and the problem is the droughts are so long, we have no power. I shouldn't be working towards doing the dam. I should be working towards keeping a consistent supply of power and water, and to do that we're going to need science. So if we go to power, we're going to need the windmills. That's all we can really build. The large windmills, they need metal or paper. I don't think we're near getting paper at the moment. Or are we? Can we get paper? We could, you know, but we're going to need more power to do that. So yes, we kind of need the power first. So I'm going to unlock windmills. And what else are we going to need? I think that's going to be it for the moment. So I'm going to work on getting some windmills, and to do that I'm going to make low priority of these steps. So the wood goes over there last. So they're low priority. Anything new I build, that'll be high priority. How are we doing for lumber? Okay, good. We've got a full supply of lumber. We have 2 beavers are ready and raring to go to make things. So let's get some power going. So I'm going to put it in the water because that's kind of the only space we really have at the moment. It's not going to be permanently there. And we're going to need another one of these. And a power conduit. I always do the intersections. They cost a tiny... well, they cost a few more lumber. Yeah, 3 more lumber than usual. But if you do have to come off them for any reason, go elsewhere, it just makes it easier. Future thinking. And we're gonna need one over here maybe as well if we can. That works out in my favor actually if we put it down there, and then we can have the power going here and here, and those can get built first. Yes, so we're into a 10-day drought and we don't really have anything happening because we have no planks. We can't build these steps because we don't have planks. We can't build any of this because we can't build planks. So this is going to be the priority, really. Once we get this going, we'll have power. And what does this need? 120, 50. So we need 220 in total. This can produce a maximum of 150. So I think just 2 should keep our industry going, ticking along slowly. So that works. The mechanics have changed since I last played this a year or so ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something else as well. I'm going to stop planting crops here. In fact, I'm going to actually pull down all these crops as well. And we're going to need to change this road a little too as well. Good. Let's destroy this road. And then the thinking is put some levees around here. I'm not sure if this is the best position. There we go. And then we're going to need some stairs to go up there too. Like so. Okay, I'm going to adjust the road a bit more of that. Let's put the carrots back in. And then for water. Now, when I played this a year or so ago, there was a couple of things you could do. You could do this trick with just 1 square, but I think you need more squares now. As in, if you just had 1 square and pumped water in there, it wouldn't irrigate everywhere. There also used to be something on farming, I think it was, where you could build an irrigation, whatever it was, but you don't have that anymore. So you kind of need to go for the fluid dump. And then you need to make that dumping water. Good. Again, takes planks. And then this little pond of water, once it gets there, it should irrigate this land so we don't run out of food during the droughts. We also have this barrel being built. Good. The other thing is we're not too far away from 30-day droughts. What have we got? We got 24 beavers, 3 a day, so roughly 75. So 10 days is 750 water needed, 1,500, 2,250 water we're going to need stored at any given time, and currently we can store 1,290, so we do risk a colony collapse unless we double our water storage, which I'm going to do. This can be unpaused as well. They can start chopping these trees down or bringing these over, then we can get rid of that. And the drought should end any time now. Boom, perfect timing. Good. Water flowing. I could move this down to get water flowing faster, but yeah, no real rush. So the reason I put this here was not just for the farming, it's for the trees a little as well. So we have trees consistently if the irrigation actually reaches that far. I suppose we'll see next time a drought comes. Right, I actually need to get some pumps going too. Let's get the water filled back up. It's not going to be long until the next either drought or bad tide's announced. Good. We should be making planks now. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I got planks in my tummy and I feel like a loving you. I could stop this because planks are going to make gears, but I do want to have this built. So what's that? 3, 6, 9, 12 plus whatever these barrels do. So 1,500. Yeah, we need more. And we need all these as large barrels as well. Or medium tanks, as they're known in the Timberborn world. First, let's get the power low. We can get this done. Oh, good. It's going up quickly. Only need 6 more planks. We got 1 in stock. Yay, we got a windmill. And it's now connected. And it's producing 77 HP. So that means even during droughts, we're going to be making power and we can slowly get planks. We're not going to be just sat still for 30 days or 10, 20 days, however long they are at the moment. And I'm going to make these ultra low priority so we get all the platforms built before we start building those. Please don't build these. In fact, I should possibly delete them. Good, that's 1 done. 1 more to go. And the windmill has stopped. I was having a oh, you bastard, you bastard, you bastard. I have to delete that now. I lost 1 log. It's not the end of the world. We have 50 more. I was having a discussion on Reddit with some people about what's better, iron teeth or folk tails. And I think for me it's always the folk tails because they're not reliant on water wheels. That's one thing where the iron teeth fall down a bit, I think. They do, of course, have power plants. This doesn't matter anymore. They do, of course, have power plants. But with the power plants, you always chuck in materials or resources into them and you have to keep them filled up. It feels like, even though windmills are possibly more expensive to make, it feels like a waste, essentially, when you could get free wind energy. Right, let's get that built. And then we can do the next bit. And then behind that, we'll stick another windmill. Good. Let's make this top priority. Unlikely the windmill will get built first, but you never know. Good, we got this water barrel done as well. And we're filling everything up with water. Let's stop taking water in these 2 and let's continue building more medium tanks. Yeah, I mean, even during a drought we are going to be pumping here, but if we have a 30-day bad tide, then we have problems. Come on, get the water out of here, please, chaps. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. Storage. Medium. There we go. We have a road going down there. And you can store water. Perfect. What do we need? A lot. Good. So this windmill should hopefully be done soon. And I notice we're running out of trees or lumber. We could pop up here, but that's not going to give us a huge amount. Whereas here, these are all 8 logs. That would be a good place to get to, but the amount of wood needed to actually get over there in the first place, a little bit prohibitive. At least it wasn't a bad tide, so our forests aren't going to be killed off, and we should hopefully have some water stored too. So these will keep building, or keep growing even. Trees don't build, they grow. And a lot of them are at 80%. These are oaks, so they produce 8 wood. And these dudes only produce 2, but they grow a lot quicker. Or faster. Good, this is done. We're now filling with water. I think we're almost topped out on water storage. We are close. Going to build another pump here eventually as well. So when it gets to the point where there's like 2 days of water or 3 days of water and then it's either drought or bad tide, then we can pump like motherfuckers and get all the water in our barrels. 5 more planks here. We should hopefully have this done by the end of today. And hopefully 70, it's not really going to do our power needs, but it will keep going and these will still work if they have less power than needed. Right, we have too many people doing something. Let's pause a lumberjack. There you go. And that'll get someone in here. 30 planks. Wow, that's a big fucking investment there. Yep, we're all topped up over here. Good. And we can pause some of our pumps again. Here comes a drought. 13 days, we can do that. So 23 beavers, 3 a day is 69 a day. So 690, yeah, fine, we got this. Roughly 690, I'm sure there's an exact figure, but I'm not going to work it out. Now, I think we've irrigated over here a bit more. So these look like they've never been grown before, so the irrigation is pushing further. Back thinking about it, I'd rather have it over here now, but oh well, we are where we are. We'll see what happens when this runs dry, how well this irrigation actually works. Good, these are running 132 and we need 250, I think. It's something, I suppose. 220, sorry. And they've stopped, the bastards. Yeah, I think we need to maybe double these windmills to keep these powered. So 1, 2, pop. We could probably do it there. Let's just check that before we start throwing resources at these things. Yeah, we can. Good. How are we doing power-wise? 131. Yeah. Still it's saying power supply 262, demand 220. And these are actually showing as filled up. Okay, stop this. Maybe my maths was off. No, my maths wasn't off. Don't know. Oh well, now I'm just trying to squeeze in water barrels wherever I can. This one's almost done. 3 more gears and then we're done.
3 more gears, 3 more gears, 3 more.
Yes, anyway. The American election's over now. That would be 4 actually, wouldn't it? Not 3. Interesting to see how it pans out. Alright, I'm gonna take this one off. And then we can squeeze in one over here. In fact, we didn't even need to get rid of this one. And we're gonna need a road just here. Make this water. So that's 369, 18, 21, 24, 27, 2,700 water we can store now. It's enough for now, but we are going to increase our population in the not too distant future as well. Oh good, these trees are growing too. Perfect. Are these fully powered? Yes. So it's saying, okay, it's 129 per windmill. So it's producing 240, 258. And we only need 220. Yeah, good. So we only needed the 2 windmills for now. Perfect. Although at the moment it's not producing enough, but they're still going along slowly. Doesn't matter. Things are getting made. We've not got like 10, 20 days of nothing being done. Good. This has been done. So let's get rid of these as well. And then we'll put our last barrel there. And we could probably fill in a couple more. Or even if we have a road going up here, 1, 2, maybe 3 more barrels. Do need to save space though for when we get the big boys, the large tanks. That needs metal to build though, and we're ways away from doing that. Yeah, we're producing enough power. So when these blow, I think the majority of the time, or when the wind is blowing, these wind turbines, they call them mills, but technically it's a turbine. The turbine generates power. Whereas a windmill, it mills something. It mills flour. There you go, a little quirk of the English language there. And you see a power turbine or a wind turbine in the distance and someone calls it a windmill, you can be one of those interesting people that corrects them.
It's a fucking turbine, Dave!
How to make friends. Kind of want both these pools of water to disappear just before the end so we can see the true effect of this. and how much it actually helps with watering our food crops and the trees. There's a lot of trees here not being chopped. Okay, we're people short. I think we need more housing. That's going to be next on our agenda. So we can move where the door is by pushing F. Before you had two separate buildings, I think. So let's put the doors the other side. And then we need to get up there somehow. And I think the best way of doing it is going to be a little pathway like this. There we go. And then a road like that. And then we need that connected as a road. Good. Annoys me when I have more than that. More roads than I feel I need. When there's roads next to each other, I feel like my building design's off. But most of this is going to be destroyed at some point when we rebuild it and we start building into the sky, building our beaver scrapers. Should, not that I really need it, but it'd be interesting to know, start building these stream gauges. So if I put one around here, and then we can do one over here as well. Right, I'm going to make some of this housing a high priority. Just two of them. So we get that before these water tanks. They're going to take a lot of planks. Which one's being built next? This one, yeah. Let's get it going elsewhere. We need more beaver. You can never have enough beaver in life. There you go, there's my beaver double entendre for the episode, excluding the opening, of course. So crops last for 2 days when there's no water. I don't have the beavers. I was going to attempt to pump all this water out just to see how much this does. I suppose I'm more interested in how well watered these trees are. And that'll show when this empties out, which it should do relatively soon. It's looking quite shallow there. The water's a bit clearish, I suppose. And we can see the grass coming there. So this is going to dissipate fairly soon. I give that 1 day. By the time we have 1 day left, this will be gone. And this is getting close to being gone too. Yeah, good. We're going to see. Oh, come on. The wind blows during the night, but not during the day when it's actually needed. There you go. I'm helping them. Yeah, it's not doing as much as I'd like. It's doing some, but not a huge amount. The trees will survive. They have 15 days to live. So, yeah, we'll be okay there. In fact, what I can do is take this down a bit. Just to keep the trees growing. So the grand plan, I suppose, for irrigation is once I get dynamite going down and building a little one wide channel, which will go all along there, all through there, maybe down here and through here. So we're going to need tappers shacks to make maple syrup and other stuff as well. So I have it going down here, and this will be forested as well. First we need dynamite though, and to get dynamite we need metal, and to get metal we need these built, and to get those built we need planks, and to get planks we need to stay alive. So to stay alive we need the water barrels, and to get the water barrels we need the planks. So it's circular. Right, let's pause these two houses. I don't want too many beavers coming our way. And then we can unlock them when we're ready. There's no rush for these things to be built. Possibly worth building another lumber mill. But then we're going to need that space for other industry at some point. Yay, the water's flowing. Huzzah, huzzah for water. Look at it go. Beautiful. Is it going on the third bit as well? It's not a very strong flow. There we go. And this will get filled up, and we actually need some more beavers pumping, but we don't appear to have a huge amount of unemployed beavers. Let's pause one of these tree cutters or lumberjacks, and then we can get another pump going. We need to get these barrels filled. What else can I pause? I can take this down to 2 beavers because I think we're pretty much full up on food at the moment. And then we can unpause another one and another one. There you go. Then I'll take that back once they start filling up. Suppose I could pause this guy as well. Good. We have consistent power, more power than we need. What I can do while all that's going on, I can build another pump here, put a road there, and good. Done. Don't like where this is. I'm going to move it. I'm going to put it over here. easier to see over here. We're on day 3. We should have an announcement of a drought or a bad tide coming. Hopefully not a bad tide. I don't want my trees to die. Speaking of trees, we should start getting underground storage. We don't have enough stored up to do it at the moment, but yeah, an underground pile, capacity 1,800 as opposed to 180, and it takes the same amount of space. So we should... Oh, are you sure? Yeah, fuck, we're going to want to unlock it at some point. I'm not going to build it just yet. I want to have some resources stored up, which means getting these water barrels finished first. Oh wow, the planks are pretty much gone to everywhere that's needed there. That means these things should be getting done now. Yes, I want to have some gears and planks stored up, so once we build it, it's pretty much instantaneous, because I will be deleting this, and that will mean all our logs are gone. Come on, day 5, we have a drought. Okay, fair enough. And how's our water pumpage going? How much have we got stored? 1.5 of 1.9. You have 3 days to get that changed, get more in there. And annoyingly, I should have built this one over, and then we could have had pumps all along here, but oh well, it is what it is. This should be done at the start of tomorrow, as long as this guy pumps out a gear quite quickly, which I think he should be able to. Good, there's that gear. Bring it over here, get this built. We have 4 builders, don't we? No, we don't. We only have 2. Don't think it matters. Good. So this is built. That takes our potential storage up to 2,220. We're close to being able to survive a 30-day drought or a 30-day bad tide. And we have this done. So that depth is 0.65 maximum. And this is 1.7 something or other. Right, on comes a drought. Let's pause all these. Not going to be needed. Just going to have one going. 2k. That's good. I'll take that. 14 days, easy, we can survive that, no problems. And what I should be doing is unpausing this. I would say have more builders. Well, fuck it, let's just do it anyway. But it's no good, unless we have the planks coming, it's no good. Maybe I build another lumber mill. Because we are going to need to put metal and paper down in this area. It's the only really... Well, I suppose we could build some over here, but we won't have the power unless we build windmills.
It's a fucking turbine, Dave.
Fuck yeah, we need more planks. We have the beavers for it now. So I'm going to put this down here. We can always destroy it later on, and I hope I haven't just cut off our wood supply there. So we're going to need a bridge, and we're going to need a power shaft going on there, and then we're going to need a platform, and that platform has to be roaded, and let's make these highest priority. And then fuck me, has that been built already? It has. Wow. And of course the wind stops. That's the other thing. We probably want to expand our wind turbinage to 1, 2, there we go. Along here is where they're going to be. I think the first wind turbine can go there. Power, wind turbine. Probably not going to need this one. So the first thing we'd want built is a wind turbine over here. And then afterwards, a couple of power shafts, one more wind turbine, and then another couple of power shafts. So we'd want one here too. And we still have 9 days of drought going. So yes, if I had focused on all this and diverting the bad tide, I would have just lost out on so much kind of construction time. There's nothing worse than bored beaver. And the future buildings are going to be the metal buildings, which we should consider unlocking. Not that we need now, but yeah, let's get them ready for later. So this can go here, good. And then we have the roads round, that's fine, that works. In fact, this could go back a bit more, and then maybe we'll be able to squeeze in more buildings. Oh well, we're not utilising our space correctly. How's the water doing? 0.25? That's good. 0.91, good. 7 days to go. We're going to have to fill up this little bit again, I imagine, to keep these trees growing. We can put the underground pile down here to start off with. Doesn't matter so much. We're not actually making enough planks to store, so may as well go in here and get the logs being used as well. So that will give our lumberjack flags a bit to do and our tree planter for when there's no water there. Shit, we're almost up here. So this isn't the be all and end all. What we need to do once we get up here, we need to cut all these trees down. Let's make sure it's set. Yep. Need to cut all these trees down, and then we need to build a barrier all the way around. And then this goes up when the bad tide comes. Let's leave it down for now. And then the bad tide's diverted this way, and then it doesn't poison everything down here. I don't think that's our priority at the moment, though. Oh good, this is done. Right, let's get the power connections going then. There you go. It's the second windmill. Once this is done, we can connect there. It doesn't even need to be done before we connect it. Make this a bit of a priority, and then we should have enough power to power everything when the wind is blowing gently. When there's a free-flowing breeze going through their sails. I love the creaking sound you have when you get close to it. Yes, where I grew up, it was near one of the oldest working windmills in the country. We visited it for school, and then we bought a bag of flour, which probably got thrown away. I don't think my mother ever baked bread. Right, we have some sick beavers. Let's help them with well-being. We can do a medical bed. I don't think we need anything extra here. I think we can just, yeah, let them go in the medical bed and they should be fine. Let's do another teeth grinder as well. There we go. Keep our beavers in tip-top form. We can also start building happy buildings for them. Although we don't have much space with all these water barrels around. We could go for the... Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. Beaver statue. This one has quite a wide radius. Can we afford it? We can. Can we plop it down underneath the stairs? Don't think so. No, we can't. Put it on top of there. No, not going to do it there. How about there? Yeah. How about here? Here's a good one. Let's tuck it away here. And that should get most of the beavers. Yeah, it will do. It will get them as they come down the stairs out of their housing. So that should make them happy. A happy beaver is a more productive beaver. And we can maybe place one down over here as well. And then we get them both ways. Shit, water's out. Let's put this down. How many days have we got to go? Oh, that's not a huge amount, is it? 1.7 days. Okay, that's fine. Let's go down a bit more. Give them a bit more water. Get it to the end. Good. Keep the trees growing, essentially. Almost got all our water barrels done, and that's 2,820 water we'll be storing. And we have close to 30 beavers, so that's 90 a day. 900, 1,800, 2,700 for a 30-day drought. Close enough. Right, let's get all these pumps going. The reason being, I wouldn't mind this running emptied, so I see how far this way this will go. Oh, almost. Yes, good. Okay, so it goes up to about there. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Roughly 10 squares above. That's enough though. That's enough food for us all. And here comes the beautiful water. Right, we do actually need to be pumping like motherfuckers here. Let's get everything filled up. Let's pause a couple of things so the beavers can go and work in the water industry. There's this ex-CIA dude I follow on YouTube. He's always giving tips on protecting your home and countering someone with a knife and shit like that. He posted a video recently. It seems a bit weird. He says he's got friends in the agency still, and there has been chatter that immigrants coming across the border have... Ooh, bit of a flood going on. Have plans to sabotage the US's water supply. Because if you can sabotage a water supply, you can defeat a population or something like that. And he was saying about how he's stored 700 gallons of water, whatever that is in litres. But anyway, yeah, it seemed a bit far-fetched for my liking, but He seems rather convinced of it. Whether he's just trying to get people to click on his video or whether he's genuine, who knows. There's prepping and then there's prepping. I thought water kind of goes off after a certain amount of time if you leave it in a plastic container. I could be wrong though. Considering we built a couple of barrels during that drought, we're not too far down on the water. We've been keeping up, really. Maybe I'm being a bit excessive on my water storage. As I comment on the CIA guy and here's me with loads of fucking water stored in a game. Oh well. Although I vaguely understand the whole prepping community, and I suppose I do a little myself. We have water butts in the garden and I have one of those water things that cleans the water. You pull it through and you drip it into bottles. So I do have that. And I suppose I have a big bag of rice in case there's ever an emergency. So I think supermarkets, they run out within 2 weeks if supplies are stopped. Now, in the UK, we don't produce oil or gas or petrol. So if there was some world crisis and oil didn't get shipped to us for 2 weeks, we'd be fucked. So it's worth having a little bit of a redundancy ready to use, in my opinion. But how far do you go? Do you start building a shelter in the garden and have a year's worth of long-lasting food? Don't know. Oh good, we're up here now. And how are we set to build? Okay, good, we're doing it this way. Yeah, I don't want them going down in the water in case it suddenly turns to bad tide and then they get poisoned. So there's no way of healing the beavers at the moment until we get metal, which should be my next consideration. First, we need to get rid of these trees, so let's make you a priority. We have 4 builders. Yes, we do. Good. This is almost done. 3 more gears, which we have. This will slowly start getting done, although it's not a huge... Well, we're starting to make an excess of planks now. And I'm going to do something very stupid. Drought approaching. I am going to do something very stupid indeed. I'm going to destroy that. Put this here. And make this for logs. And you're going to be a slightly high priority. We need you done, otherwise we can't really store logs anymore. I think the amount of lumber or timber we're using at the moment, we are kind of either throwing in here or it can be stored at the lumberjack flags. One of which isn't active. We need more beavers. Let's unpause the building. That'll give us 3 more. Fuck it, let's just do 2. Get the baby beavers on the way. Right, we're pretty much up to maximum water. Let's ease off on the pumps a bit. Let's just keep 3 going. And then that'll free up the labour a little. How's this one last tree going? 67%. Will it ever get grown? I don't know. There could be a long drought that kills it off, but we'll see. Good, final water barrel done. Maximum we can hold 2,800. And we're getting close to 40 beavers now. So 40, 80, 120, 1,200, 2,400, 3,600 for a 30-day drought, and we're not there. Not going to worry about that. We're not going to have a 30-day drought. I'm confident of that. We'll survive. I'm going to hold off until we can get the large water barrels or large tanks. Right, drought is on the way. Let's pause 2 of these. Just keep 1 ticking over. How long is it going to be? 13 days. We can survive that easy. Yeah, I seem to remember in past episodes or past playthroughs of this, they're on my playlists if you want to watch them, that the 30-day droughts came a lot sooner, whereas now it seems to be easing us into them. Right, we're all done over here. This can be paused then. Get that beaver back, and then we want to do some landscaping. So we can go diagonally and it doesn't go through the diagonals, which is good. Kind of want to have 1, 2, 3, a gap of 3 at least so they can get through. And we're going to need some roadage to go around, otherwise the beavers aren't going to be able to build that. There we go. Good, all the logs are gone from here, we can delete that now. And then eventually these steps will be deleted. Good, I'm happy with our colony, we're doing well. 15 more gears there and we have our underground pile for lumber. And then afterwards we go for the planks. We have loads of food, and by loads of food, do we? How much can we store maximum? Does it tell us? Yeah, 1,200. We can actually put 3 beavers in each now. And I'm going to start shifting to potatoes as well quite soon. Once we get this built and we can funnel away the bad tide, then that means these trees won't be killed off at any point, and wood will be consistent. So then if we go to the food production, we can build the grill, which uses wood, and then we'll be able to keep that consistent because we have a consistent source of lumber. Eventually these are going to be changed to oaks as well, and that will increase our lumber production. 20 more gears. Beaver sharpening his teeth there. Ow, that looks painful. Yeah, I wonder if beavers are like rats or whatever animal it is, where their teeth keep growing, so they keep having to gnaw. Hamsters. I think I had hamsters when I was younger. Fluffy and scruffy. Poor bastards. I say that because they were pets of 2 young kids that kept wanting to play with them during the day when they just wanted to sleep. Nocturnal creatures. I don't think people knew back then that that's what they were. But anyway, yeah, they always had to be gnawing or chewing because their teeth just kept on growing and growing and growing. At least I think that was the case. I'm going to have to Google that now. It's an assumption of mine that could be wrong. So, interesting facts coming up here. Hamsters have 16 teeth. And they have elodonts. E-L-O-D-O-N-T-S. Elodonts. Ever-growing teeth. Yeah, keep growing their entire lives. I think we're maxed out on planks now. Yeah, this one's full. So we really need these to kind of be done. So we need 13 more gears there, and then 40 over here. I think logs are more important than gears. If we can store the logs, then yeah, we have a protected source of lumber. Not that we actually have many trees left. We've been using most of it up here, I imagine. Yes, I expected we'd have built a lot more of this, because our lumber's gone almost to 0. It's kind of good we don't have this built really, otherwise all our planks would be going in there, which would be caning our lumber a bit more. Now once this is built, we're going to get a fair few logs that are just laying around in trash piles. And by a fair few, I mean like 12 or 15. Now we do also have this bridge over here, which we could go along. In fact, this could be better for the iron if we go along here. Is that a staircase? Yeah, it is. So we just need a staircase down there. Then we could go over there, have our iron, and bring that down. Yeah, that's a long way to go. I think the easiest way is just bring the iron down here, have that connected up, and then it will just have to be shipped over here to our smelter. We're going to need more storage facilities as well. Right, where's this injured beaver, and does it go to the hospital tent? It does, good. Medical bed even. They're working. What's his injury? He's unemployed. That's one of his injuries. What's the other one? Doesn't say. Refuses to work. Yeah, it's good we got these medical tents in. Yeah, I think this guy's a bit of a shirker. He's been in here a few days now and he's not actually doing much, apart from going to grab the food when he's hungry. Oh, he's back. So that's like 3 to 4 days he's in there. Oh, good. This is built. We now have storage for logs. Not that we have any logs. But when we do, we can store them there. Good. This will get built for our planks. 2 big resources we need a lot of. Perfect. How's this going? Almost there. Yes, if we get a growth spurt in trees, we can get that done. And then if we have a bad tide come at any point, we'll be able to siphon it off, and then we can start reshaping down here. We won't need so many food warehouses. Possibly amend this slightly. Ideally, I'd make it 1 wider and 1 or 2 longer as well. Alright, we can start claiming these back. I want to get the resources as well. We can't store the planks because we don't have the plank storage. Yeah, that's gonna... Yeah, we're not close to doing that. It's gonna irritate me. Fuck it, do we just get rid of them? Yep, waste of wood. We take the lumber, screw the planks. Or take the logs and screw the planks. There you go, there's that tidied up. So I was thinking for the dam, it kind of has to be across here, but how much we do, I don't know. It's not really ideal. We either kind of need to dynamite it down a lot, or I don't know. I don't know what's going to be the best way of doing it. And where we have the new feature, or, well, new to me, how new it is, I don't know. Where is it? The sluice gates, they kind of have to go at the bottom. So you can measure with sluice gates. Let's actually unlock it. Yeah, we have the science. And we stick it here. Just for science. So we can choose when it lets water out. So it kind of needs to be in this water area. It needs to be down here. So we can set it so it opens when it needs to, when there's not enough water at its depth. Yes, we can close it when it becomes contaminated. We can close it when the stream gets to a certain depth as well. So we'd kind of want it level with the top block up here, which means the dam must come down here as well. Because if we have a sluice gate up here, it will just constantly be letting water out. There's no way of amending that. That's a future problem though. Good, water's flowing now. Let's get beavers in. We have 12 unemployed beavers. So we can open these pumps up, no problems. We have our farms maxed out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more of these to be built. So that's 60 logs that we need to get that done. And hopefully we can get that done before the next drought or bad tide. If it's a bad tide, we definitely want it done. Drought's not so much a problem, but we need 60 logs. And I'm not sure we're going to get that in time. Unless this fucker's going to grow as well. It's close, 77%. Will it make it? Good, done. Right. Delete this, delete this. One up here. You're a top priority, my friend. So then we can move this up to about... No, let's not do that yet, eh? That's a drought approaching, not a bad tide. Beautiful. Let's whack this up. And then the water's going to flow. Is it leaking anywhere? Nope, there's no leaks. Is it going up? It's not. Good. That's bad tides compliant now. Now we need to take this down a bit. How far down do we need to go? Can we go up to 1.95? Can we go all the way up here? No, then we're losing water off the side. So about 2? We don't want water going over the side, so if we go down to about 1.75. There we go. Perfect. Wonderful, lovely, beautiful. That means we're not going to have a bad tide anymore. So we can start fiddling around with our storage. Maybe get a large warehouse or 2 up and running. We certainly have the planks for it. And we've got our plank storage going now over there. That's been built. So that's going to stack up. Let's unlock this. So we can start building large warehouses for the carrots. We can start moving over potatoes, or 2 potatoes. We can certainly cancel the pine trees now. That's all going to be oak trees once these get cut away. So we'll have to fiddle around with that. And once they go, we'll have to click and put another oak tree in there. Because yeah, we're not going to run out of... Well, we may run out of water, but hopefully not. Depending on how long the droughts are. But we're not going to have bad tides killing off our trees and our farms. So yes, this is working well. I like it. We're doing good. And the next drought's going to be 19 days. That's almost double the last one. Right, it's more than double, I think. No, actually, the last one's about 14. So yeah, we're working towards the 30-day droughts now. I'm not sure how that's going to affect our trees. We really need to get dynamite, which means we really need to get metal. We have loads of planks. We're starting to get more wood, and we're going to have oaks going here. So yeah, we can work on this metal, which means building a path up here. And we can also work on building more of a dam here. So going across over here. I think first I need dynamite. So metal's the next thing to do, which is going to be for another episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching me play with my beaver. I will be back again soon with the next episode. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and drop me a comment if there's anything you think I'm doing wrong Or if you're a happy person, let me know what I'm doing right. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
It's for all the memes out there.
It's a fucking turbine, Dave.